Hi everybody, Dugraz here with Dugraz Reports. What is going on with the Blue Cash Everyday card from American Express? Well, in my case, I downgraded from the Blue Cash Preferred to the Blue Cash Everyday card about 2 weeks ago. Since then, it has arrived in the mail. Here it is. Now, this is the older, less attractive version, the see-through version. And then just yesterday, I released a video, by the way, my fastest growing video ever on this channel, about that change that I made. And the very same day, Amex decides to do a complete refresh of the card. Gotta roll with the punches. I'll give you my overall impressions of that refresh, talk about how it might impact things in the overall space that Amex has in the cashback market, and any other thoughts that come to mind. Before I dive in, though, on this channel, we talk about finding epic value, including, but not limited to, credit card rewards for the average American. If that sounds interesting to you, please subscribe to this channel, and please click the thumbs up button. Let's dive in. So here's an article on Doctor of Credit, hat tip to them. I'll put a link in the description box for this article, talking about the American Express Blue Cash Everyday. It adds Disney and Home Chef credits, 3% categories for gas and online purchases. So it says that American Express announced today, and this article is from July 14th. I'm recording this on the 15th. You might be watching it later. On their Blue Cash Everyday no annual fee credit card with additional statement offers at Disney and Home Chef, they also added a 3% category on gas and U.S. online retail purchases, and there's a new card design coming. So here we are on the American Express website, and you can see this nice new card design here. The blue Centurion, similar to the Blue Cash Preferred, a little bit of a lighter shade. And I tell you, it really beats this see-through card. I really do not like the see-through. Here's a picture I took of it, and look, when you lay it over words, it's just really hard to understand. So this design is way better. Now let's talk about what those changes are. I made a little chart for us here. So the old card got 3% on groceries up to $6,000. The new card is exactly the same in that category. On the category of gas, and that could be pay at the pump or inside a gas station, 2% was the old amount, and that was uncapped. Now it's 3% up to $6,000. I don't consider the uncapped versus $6,000 to be a big deal unless you're a professional driver. Maybe then there would be a point ultimately where it's better to have the old design, but this is what it is for most people. That's a big benefit. They added an online retail category. Now, we don't have tons of details yet on what that includes, but I think the idea is anything you buy online, like Amazon or any sort of online retail store like Walgreens.com or something like that, should count. In the old situation, it was 1% uncapped. Now it's 3% up to $6,000 a year. And then they added this Disney bundle where if you get the Disney, Hulu, ESPN Plus bundle, it will credit you $7 a month if you charge that automatically on this particular card. That wasn't a feature before. Now, something I'm wondering about is I have that bundle, but I initiated it through Hulu. So on mine, the bill comes from Hulu, not from Disney. Would that still work? If anybody at Amex is watching this video, put a comment down below. Probably some trial and error will be needed before we know the answer to that. And then lastly, Home Chef is a home meal delivery company. I'll be honest, I know almost nothing about, just reading a few comments here and there. Some people said it's kind of expensive. I don't know if that's true or not, but if you bill it to your account, $15 per month will credit. Now, personally, I think these are terrific changes. I think the new Wells Fargo autograph card may have made it feel like Amex was kind of forced to make these changes because it has 3% back on transit, which includes gas and some other popular categories as well. So I think they're coming back at them here. The groceries remains unchanged. That online retail, to me, that's a really big deal because how many times do you buy something on some miscellaneous site? Maybe it's not Amazon, so you can't use your Chase Amazon card for 5% back, and you really want to get more than your 2% everywhere card. Well, as long as you're under $6,000 a year, this would be a great card to kind of fit in that gap. And then gas, is it the best ever? No, like when Discover or the Chase Freedom Flex has a rotating category for 5%, that's better, but I think this is a really good fallback. I also think this is going to be a really good card for people who just want a one-stop shop, no annual fee card, or pair it with a 2% everywhere card. I think, City Double Cash or something like that, plus this would make a great cashback setup for someone that just wants something really simple, or maybe kind of a newbie that wants something to jump in with. As it relates to how this will impact the Blue Cash Preferred, I'm wondering that. So here's a side-by-side comparison on the Amex site with the Preferred, the darker card, and the Refreshed Everyday, the lighter card. The Preferred, 6% cash back on supermarkets up to $6,000 a year, 3% on the Everyday. And of course, you'll notice the reason why they have the much higher percentage is the Preferred has this $95 annual fee, whereas the Everyday is no annual fee. And then down here, you can see the Preferred has 6% on streaming, nothing on streaming over here on the Everyday, 3% on transit, which would include like trains, subways, parking garages, those kind of things. Nothing like that over here on the Everyday. 3% on gas on the Preferred, also 3% on the Everyday, except the Everyday is capped at 6,000, whereas the Preferred is not. So I think the way it is right now, the Everyday wins in most situations. The only exception I could think of is if you do a ton of shopping at regular grocery stores, not Walmart, not Target, not Costco, but just a supermarket, and math says that the $95 annual fee is worth it, and you've got other cards to cover, like the retail type category, maybe then the Preferred would be better. But I gotta think a refresh is coming on the Preferred, right? What do you think? I don't think this will just stand there. So I think this is a great move by Amex. I think they're responding to pressure from Wells Fargo, maybe even like Capital One in a way, trying to bring in some people that aren't the top echelon platinum card people. I say thumbs up. Thanks for doing this. I think this will be in my no annual fee rotation. I was thinking about canceling the card after a year, after my downgrade, and you can watch it in that video. But now I think I'll probably keep it. I briefly mentioned earlier in the video that I had my fastest growing video ever a day or two ago, and I really appreciate anyone who watched that video or subscribed at that time. I'm making my way towards 1,000 subscribers. I'm over 615 last I knew, and hopefully that's going up. So if you find any value whatsoever in this video or one like it, please subscribe to the channel. As I mentioned earlier, we talk about finding epic value, probably about 80% credit cards, and about 20% other stuff like value hacking apps, discounts at stores, great products, those kinds of things. Put a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this refresh on the Everyday card. I'd love to hear from you. I try my best to answer each and every question. I do appreciate those of you who are viewers. And as always, may your spending be frugal and may your points be plenteous. See you later.